Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Read It Aloud Stories by Sonia. Today we are going to read this beautiful, wonderful story of Wibbly Wobbly Tooth for all those my little friends whose tooth are not yet ready to come out, but whose friends' tooth are already out. So let's get started. Wibble Wobble My Loose Tooth by Miriam Moss and Joanna Mockler. All William ever wanted in this whole world was to have a wobbly tooth. Everyone else in his class had one. Louis twisted round, and Rosa's lay flat on its back. But William's teeth seemed stuck, superglued to his gums. "It isn't fair," said William. "Everyone else at school tells wobbly tooth stories." Sammy swallowed his. Rosa's fell down the toilet, and Louis flew out when he scored a goal. "When your wobbly tooth comes out, Gran," said William, "you get a silver coin from the tooth fairy." "Is that so?" said Gran. "Yes," said William, "and if it comes out at school, you have to keep it somewhere safe." Rita stuck hers to the Velcro on her trainers, and Christy hid his in the cotton wool in his ear. And today Nadir's got lost up her nose. Mrs. King said she'd keep them safe from now on. The next day, in quiet time, William felt one of his teeth move at last. "Mrs. King," he cried, "my tooth moved! I felt it!" William pushed his tooth forward with his tongue and then sucked it back for Mrs. King to see. "Look, Rosa," he said. "Look, Louis. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble." "Come on, William," called Mum at bedtime. "How long does it take to brush your teeth?" "A long time," said William. "It hurts my wobbly tooth." William just couldn't leave his wobbly tooth alone. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. "Look, Louis," said William the next day, twisted his tooth round and round. "Look, Rosa," he said, as it lay flat on its back. By bedtime, William's tooth was hanging on just one tiny thin thread. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flip, wibble, wobble. Suddenly, the tooth flipped upside down and got stuck. "Ow, ow!" yelled William, jumping out of bed. "Mum, Dad!" he cried, rushing downstairs. Gently, Dad turned the tooth back right up. "Why doesn't it just come out?" said William. "Don't worry," said Dad. "It will." In PE the next day, that means physical education the next day, William did his best ever spinning somersault. And when he stood up, his tooth was sitting on his tongue. William took it out and looked at it. How tiny it was! "Shall I look after it until home time?" asked Mrs. King, wrapping it in a tissue and putting it on top of filing cabinet. "Then can I take it home?" asked William, feeling a bit wobbly himself. "Of course you can," said Mrs. King. So finally his tooth has come out. That afternoon William sat poking his tongue into the hole in his gum, waiting for Louis to finish his vegetable printing. Suddenly, "Ah!" shouted Louis, dancing about. "I've got chili in my eye." "I'll get a tissue," Mrs. King said. "Rosa, Mrs. King dabbed Louis's eye, and before long it was home time. Oh no, poor kid. But accidents do happen. Look, Mum, William said, my tooth came out. Oh, William, said Mum, can I see it? It's on the filing cabinet, wrapped up in a tissue, said William. Here it is, said Mrs. King. Then, oh, it's gone. They searched everywhere. Suddenly William stopped. Rosa gave Louis a tissue, he said, when he got red-hot chili in his eye. Mum and Mrs. King looked at each other. Oh no. Don't worry, William, said Mum, searching the bin. We'll find it. William sat down and stared at his feet. He was missing his tooth really badly now. He was sure they'd never find it. Suddenly, Mum stood up. This might be it. She unwrapped the tissue, and there was William's tooth. Mrs. King washed the tooth and gave it back to William. Perhaps the tooth fairy will leave something a bit special tonight, said Mrs. King after all. So happy he is, grinning widely. The next morning, William looked under his pillow. There lay a little wooden box. He lifted the lid, and inside was a silver shiny coin. When William got to school, he told everyone his wobbly tooth story. I expect you'd like a rest from wobbly teeth for a while, William, said Mrs. King. Yes, said William, I would. On the way home from school, William took his silver coin and bought the most enormous ice cream. It had little colored sweets stuck all over it, layers of chocolate and chewy toffee in the middle. William unwrapped it and took a big bite. Ping! Went the little colored sweets. Crack! Went the chocolate. Squelch! Went the ice cream. Crunch went the ice-cold rock-hard toffee. And guess what? Another tooth wobbled. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. Oh no, what a wonderful end. Did you like the story? And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. See you soon for more stories. Bye-bye.